even though the sun still out of late, but there is the possibility that so far this season.
Phil, it's actually a very difficult question.
Anyway, but the injury to Nacho, that means the fourth on a positive side, and then taking a look at that front line. And keep an eye on Rafa Mir up front. This is with Wolves and Nottingham Forest.
6'2", big target man, fantastic at set to draw. Came from the fact that he made a really great header in the
his resurgence. Look at Eden Hazard.
He even knows, Phil, because we've seen a Jekyll and Hyde Real Madrid at just two huge shocks that I don't think. Then Michel will be looking to Rafa Mir to win.
Modric and Valverde over Toni Kroos and Ale today. Ball launched forward into the air.
It's a great run, isn't it? Question marks about Militao, though. Other than this, you can't get beat down there. If there was someone in the...
Sergio Ramos trying to get Militao some time. Should be Marcelo and Ramos first, so in some ways
to be there too often. But your point's valid, Phil, but drop 10%, and that could be all that Uesca are hoping for.
Ball for Real Madrid. They'll spin the ball in. Benzema and Militao.
To be honest, I used to not look forward to these. Oh, look, he's through.
Chancing
to Phil. As a professional, the fans don't expect anything less than a good performance.
By Vasquez. Back heel flick, but it's on Vasquez's left. Ball pushed wide. Marcelo measures, delivers. Given back, though, for Marcelo. Flips it in for Benzema.
He tries the trick, and unfortunately, the defenders and a little interaction with Casemiro and concern for Zidane, and why Mendy is first choice.
Ball through. Mir
2 yards offside, and even Courtois.
Hard.
Nutmegs. I love it.
Vasquez squares for the Brazilian. Elects to...
Casemiro expected him to just keep on running down that right-hand side. Is so good dropping in at fullback.
Vasquez will make that Asensio cross, glancing header punched wide. Nice stop by Fred.
Brilliant from set pieces and heading.
Lifted by Asensio, but it claimed by Real. Through ball, Asensio.
His timing 100%, although
they continue. To the inside, the shot deflected. Lifted into the middle, loose inside. It's wide. Can serve the ball well. Back post charge.
It's at the end. Beautiful ball in. And look at that.
Gomez, but the shot hit. And as you can see in the... Militao directing traffic, and about the former Chelsea man in a moment. Lifted by Vasquez, but too far. Top of the box, Modric, dancing shoes on.
Very unlucky.
Through ball, Valverde, leaning in.
You can probably hear him a lot easier.
Chipped by Marcelo.
And they're going to have to get their communication absolutely spot on here today.
This is the worst start at home. Another chance inside, looking for Benzema. Sails. Feo. Delicate chip to goal. Gets it back from Valverde. Poked away at the last. Ramos pushes it wide, then makes the run. Valencia, who are struggling against Getafe. Shot.
Lovely clever turn. Left foot bends away.
Kisses off the post. And then
strike, and it's got a nice little bend away from the keeper as well. Brilliant strike. Absolutely fantastic. Straight up there, has a look. Picks his spot. That gets him at there. He knows what he wants because his head goes straight. Get the breakthrough.
First Hazard in the middle. Benzema wide. Tries to... That seemed to be caught by tape. Ball carries. Make a single pass in the second half to Vinicius before he was substituted. Vinicius has more goals than Benzema, that Karim Benzema to treat in a whisper conspiratorially. Says a lot, I think. Dangerous chip across, settled, Benzema shot!
And I can bring it down with my chest, and then
good second, a dart to the bullseye.
When a chest, the chest ball puts it right in front of it. Bringing it down on his chest, Zidane would appreciate, and goes in, but just pure left foot and hits target. That is, in fact,
fall asleep with 5 minutes left and find themselves trailing.
Around him, because you get him on the ball, he can do damage, as we saw with that.
There might be a card at the end of this one, but at the moment, Maffeo with an opportunity to replace. Maffeo in the area, chips it.
He's always in combat mode as opposed to
Just 3 points off the pace, but with a couple of games, Zama swings it over, settling, shooting, score
pass. Valverde, wonderful.
Valverde makes it 3.
It's the first touch, and then on the half body with a little bit of swerve.
As you can see by the follow-through in slow motion, it wasn't like it was going to head this way.
Yeah, I mean, this has in his team that is absolutely brilliant. And to be fair, Uesca, you know what, just go and have fun.
Ball launched inside. That could cost you at the end of the season when it comes to in their last 2 encounters. Ball swept in. Vinicius checks in. Isco also, and Rodrigo. 4 of the 5 versus 10 minutes against Mönchengladbach. Trying to thin, but now Vinicius finds an extra gear. Squares for Benzema with a bow on top.
Time for Vinicius to come on, but Ben's that he's still doing the job.
Ball in Milan midweek. Modric headed by Rohr, not converting on them.
You see that header.
Ball across, chipped by Rodrigo. Starting lineup decisions here. Nice work by off the challenge, brings it back, dishes wide. Rodrigo to the goal. Right-footed cross, met his feet. Through ball for Rodrigo against Luis. Good with the ball at his feet. Shot from distance by Isco. Tees it for Vinicius. Sneaks it for Benzema.
But a few times they were under big pressure.
Ball sail
from the big man. Could he have brought it down? Dude, they do close down the space ever so well.
Undefeated, in fact, 10 wins in a row. Ball through.
Herrera there just to the far post. Lovely ball in.
Vulnerability, and David Ferrer.
This is what happens when you don't pick up at the far post. Marcelo
Away the smile.
Do we have still a game on our hands here? Is it his man or is it Ramos's man?
A good ball by Ferreira. And by the way, Gary
entangled afterwards. Let's have a look. He tries just to toe poke.
Modric dispossessed.
What is talking about Barcelona in the relegation zone?
Mendy with a flood of white. Marcelo measures, delivers. Rodrigo back in.
And if he can't get it himself, he wants to get the knockdown perfect. And Benz just does what is necessary. Beginning to end, lovely ball in. Rodrigo doing so well with the header down, but that starts